Good morning. Mid-morning, kind of mid-lunchtime. Just met up with Dion. Planning a little, probably 3 days on the water this weekend. Dion's got his new boat. Yeah. Dion just got his new boat. I'm going to jump on board, suit up, and we're going to go for a quick little dive around the islands. Catch a couple of fish for dinner. See what the day brings us. Let's get it. Righto. Dion's just about to come and grab me. Got me gear. Probably only going to run me a little 800 roller. Try and get that close quarter combat. Handle my stuff over. Viz is on point. Right, we're on. Got me 800. Dion said it'd be more gangster if I shoot a big fish with a small gun. And then he said I'd probably miss it anyway. But welcome to Dion's new boat. His sound is worth more than his boat. Have a look at it.
The sound is worth more than my car.
Let's go. I haven't dived around the islands for probably 12 months, to be honest with you. Ever since I got my boat. Too good for the islands now. Apparently. Take a couple drops here and realise, in fact, the Viz was not on point, so we moved on to the next spot and had a couple dives without the GoPro. There we go. Just got these two cracking trout back to back. The old my mast. GoPro mount on the mast is broken, so there's no film, just a couple of little videos. That's a cracker. Spooky though, we're not going back down. Alright, let's go find some little midday cook-ups. How good? Down on the fillet.
Just ready going to shit. That's
making a mess.
Cleanest fillet you've done.
Docking up. How's this new little whip though? I reckon there's going to be some big red emperor nannies coming on that thing very soon.
Big nannies.
Hey!
What do we do with them? Just a bit of salt.
Yeah, a bit of salt, I guess. I don't really have anything else.
Salt, pepper?
Yeah. That's hot.
She's looking good.
Fuck yeah. Fresh trout. That is as fresh as it comes. Caught a whole of 20 minutes ago.
Literally.
I do find when you cook fresh trout, it does go a little bit how rubbery that is. Like when you sit them on the esky for 12 hours and it gets the flesh a bit firmer.
Yeah, that's probably a good point. I guess it is pretty rubbery.
But that is fresh, man. That looks delicious.
You don't have to be, you don't have
I've had
to
trout
be
in ages, though.
alone. You don't have to be alone right here.
Trout sangers.
That's pretty good.
Right here, right here. This is something we can fight. Ooh. You just need to ride it
The jiggle over. Alright, I've been tossing up what I'm going to do for the night. I'm going to sit around the islands and just chill and head out early in the morning, or I'd go right now, try and get a little hot bite for the morning, then send it. I don't know. only 43 k's to me mark, so I might pop out the back of the islands right now, see how lumpy it is, because I'll have to anchor out in the open tonight. So I don't really like these anchors. I've got the Sav winch, the plough anchor. They're alright in the shallows, but when you've got a 3-ton boat, you need about 40 metres of friggin' chain to keep the anchor down. And I don't bloody have that. So yeah, I'll see what happens. See where I end up tonight anyway. Got a nice trout though on the dive, couple of nice trout. See what happens, eh? Let's get it. In the cockpit, mate. This is what it's like. Oh, not me tea. We'll see what happens. I'll go and have a look. Oh, a bit of panic station going on. I got sounders lit up. Looks like nannies on the bottom. So I'm trying to hook up the GoPros, trying to get bait jigs ready. It's chaos. So we'll see how we go. Lots of current right now, big tides. So yeah, pretty much just want liveys. That's all I'm going for right now. Oh, there. Sounder is lit up. Here we go. Not a big titch, but didn't really want to waste this bit of squid. Not a bad fish. Oh. Doesn't feel like a good fish. Good head shake though. Yeah, it's alive here. Ah. Dirty spangled emperor. Oh well, here's what it is. As I've said, my freezer is full. There's no way I'm keeping a friggin' dirty speckled emperor. Only little grassy. Oh yeah. Righto, that was a failed mission. Strong current, no big fish biting. Anchor wouldn't hold the bottom, so I just turned around and come back in the shelter. So I don't know, shine the light around in the water for a bit, see if I can spot a couple of squid. Not sure if I'll go fishing tomorrow, I don't know. I'm kind of slack, to be honest. So much effort, so much fuel. So I might just get some squid, have a dive tomorrow and go home. See what happens. Alright, cup of tea time. Oh, goddamn finger. Oosh, first go. Cost me about $40 from BCF about 3 years ago, that thing. I'm gonna cook a cup of tea, because I love cups of tea. Have a feed. Go to sleep. Probably lay down for about 6 hours and not sleep. Home's 20 minutes that way. I could go get a warm bed, electric blanket, hot shower. But nah, we had 11. Fresh ginger. That is on the boil. That was almost frozen water. Check this. Instead of running bags of ice, I'll just freeze a 20 litre bottle, and it saves all the melted water at the bottom of the esky with all your food, and it keeps it fucking so cold. That's boiled. That's boiled, but ooh. Oh shit. Lemon ginger tea, let's go. I love just sleeping on the boat and rocking and rolling on it. I'll froth it. Anyways, I'm out. Whoa. There's fried rice cook up. Let's ouch. Yes. Tastes delicious. Smells delicious. Lots of ginger in there. Froth ginger. Let's get this oil back before it goes everywhere. Yeah, to be honest, probably won't catch any fish tomorrow. Not even that keen to dive really, but see what happens. Might send it, might just chill. Mate, that's so good. Fried rice, bacon, cucumber, lots of ginger, some brown onion. Jasmine rice. Oh man, we out here. Have a look at it, mate. Have a bloody look at it. Should this more often? I don't. Oh well. Probably see you in the morning.
Good morning. I had a pretty good sleep last night, so I'm feeling refreshed. Thought I'd just send it wide. I'm gonna go for a quick fish. Then I'll stood over to the shoals and probably have a little dive. But to be honest, there's no wind. It's not, but it's just got some leftover chop, so I'm just bouncing around, trying to get out of here. But it's still a beautiful morning. But yeah, don't think I'm going to do too well today. The tides aren't great. The moon only come up at about 4 AM. Now it's sunny already, so yeah, we'll see how we go. We had 11 though, have a look at it.
Good morning. Had a pretty good sleep, so I thought I'd punch it back out somewhere and have a quick fish. Not ideal conditions. Tide's wrong, moon's gone. I don't know if this thing's working, is it? Nope. I ran out of battery last night. Oh, showing the sounder right now though. That's worth a jig through that. I wasn't getting any hits there, so I sent the GoPro down to the bottom and there was nothing but trevally, so I sent it over to my dive spot, which is about 35 kilometres. Right, I've set it up, that might be spot. Don't have a head mount for my GoPro on the goggles, so I'm gonna just try and run this, so bear with me with the footage. See how we go, see what's down there anyway. It's not looking too great, but we'll have a crack. Righto, locked it loaded. The current is super strong, so I don't know how I'm going to go here. I might have to wait till bloody midday when it stops, low tide, but we'll have a look. As soon as I jump in, I notice the viz is on point here. It's about 16 metres deep and I can see the bottom, I can see fish swimming around, and I notice that the current is absolutely going crazy, probably around 3 to 4 knots of current. I take a drop down to the bottom just to grasp where I am to the ledge, and yeah, it looks absolutely amazing.
That's my spot. I just got to get the grip right. See the red? I can see reds. Position the boat.
So I jump back in the boat for this next dive and I turn the wheel so the current slowly pulls it over to the ledge, and I shorten the anchor rope, which drags me forward a bit, which will allow me to drop right in position on the ledge. As I'm looking around, I spot so many big trout, but the one that stands out was out in the open. He seemed like an easy target, so I take my shot and I hit him directly center body. This thing turns on its side and it is like pulling up a bucket of water in the current.
Body. It's like dragging up a bloody parachute. Some big trout down there. This was the easiest one. As I'm coming up, the goddamn reds started schooling up. I need to go further that way. The ledge is like back here, or probably just there. Take a drop there. That was hard work, but look at the size of that. Big slug of a trout. Now he was actually sitting outside of the cave. There was big ones on top of it. Oh yeah, that's a beautiful fish. Look at that. He's a stonker. Slimy bastard though.
Now this drop here, I had me sights on this little ledge where I spotted a couple of big trout, and as I'm looking around, I noticed this huge coronation trout just sitting on top of the ledge, and so I changed my sights and I'd start targeting him, but he was a little bit too smart and a bit spooked.
Beautiful coro at the last moment. This is hard work. It's so intense this siren. I spotted a beautiful coronation trout that's come out at the last moment. The current just pushed me way too fast and sort of spooked him on the way up. See a beautiful jack. The reds come out once you start making a bit of commotion. But we'll give it another go. I might have to put this GoPro down because it's hard work trying to hold this and swim down. But it's so beautiful.
When I get to the bottom on this one, I noticed a school of red emperor come out of the cave, and one in particular was looking a little bit bigger than the others, and he come right at me, turned broadside, so I took a shot and I secured a nice 65 centimeter red emperor.
That was chaos. Whoa. I saw 65 centimeter red. I'm puffed. That was intense. Red went, it was a silly shot. Close quarters, I know he just went straight into the bloody end of the cave. I was able to get him out though, but that current is hectic, so I might put the GoPro away for a bit. It's just another thing I need to worry about, trying to grab and push, watch. I'm going to probably take the 800 roller down now just to see if I can have a look in that cave instead of shooting 1200. But it is alive down there. You've seen all the reds. There's jack in there. I want to find that coro trout. That'll be pretty sick. I don't know if I've shot one of them before. So it was a good size one too. Righto. I'll see you when I see you. Oh, that was a bit psycho. See him from the service, stay on top of him. Shot him in the tail almost. Went up in a cave, a different cave, a smaller one. I know I had to stay real calm on this one and went in there, shuffled him out. Yeah, that's a cracker. Getting close to my bag, I think. What have I got? Oh, what have I got? 7 trout. We'll keep plucking them. Hopefully this current stops at a high tide and I can shoot a bit of fish without getting too worried.
On this drop, I creep over to the cave. I'm noticing the life has almost doubled. A little white-tipped reef shark cruises on through. There's a sea snake slithering around. A little school of red emperor. And as I get inside, I noticed this beautiful mangrove jack just creeping around with the mother-in-law. So I set my target on him and take a shot. After taking this shot on this jack, it went absolutely ballistic, and I knew that I was going to be in strife. He went up in the cave, tangled up, so I turned around and made my way to the surface. Now this jack was that stuck in the cave. I'm yanking on it, letting it loose, pulling it as hard as I can, and all of a sudden it just comes free. So I started ripping it up, and I'm kicking as hard as I can at the same time just to keep close to the boat so I don't drift away too much. And I am knackered. I finally get this thing up, and I am gassed.
Cave. Come to the surface, it was stuck in the cave still, and I was struggling. I had to put some water. It's a minute 30 that dive. Yeah, I got to the surface, coughed a bit, got a bit dizzy actually. I'm definitely gonna have a break now, maybe an hour. Yeah, I just started kicking back to the boat. I was probably 50 metres away from the boat. It doesn't seem like much when it's fucking 3-4 knots of current. Eventually he ripped himself out. I was pulling on that thing then. I reckon I could have tied the boat off to it at one stage. But I got a little... That cave's hectic, lad. Hectic. Current's worse. I'm gonna have a break. I don't know if you can see it. Look how far, where that bird is. That's how far back my line is. It's about how far I got drifted. Probably 30-40 metres. Nice jack. Yeah, that was hectic. Hung around that cave for a little bit. Watched a few reds go by. There's definitely one red back down there that I wouldn't mind getting. Little boat coming past me. Take my spot. Yeah, seeing that jack. He was up in the middle of the cave. Probably shouldn't have taken a shot, to be honest. Took it, he just kept going deep in the cave. Then I got hung up. His line got hung up. And yeah, went to the surface, struggling for air. Swallowed a little bit of water. Just held onto the rope, held on the line, and a friggin' He was stuck in there. I could feel him kicking and carrying on. And eventually, after a couple of minutes, he eventually just pulled out. And then, yeah, she was a long paddle back to the boat with the, yeah, look, it just pulled up. Fucking grubs. Yeah, long paddle back to the boat, and it was, yeah, I was struggling. Anyways, I'm gonna have a feed, chill out, wait for this current to slow down. If it slows down at low tide, and then head home early. Right. Baby, it's not getting there. Right, the current's slowed down now. See if I can't get in a couple more fish, maybe a couple of trout. The reds don't seem to be too much big there at the moment. So I did see a giant spinner, so I've got my 1200 loaded ready to go, and I've seen a big jobby on the bottom, but he's spooked. That's ready to go if I need to come up and grab it. So go down, have a gaze. We are locked and loaded. Safety is always on for me. I don't care what anyone says. I always run the safety at the
Now I spot this massive trout from the surface, and he's just sitting outside this little cave, and I knew if I took a shot on him he's going to boost right up in there, and I know it's a really narrow cave, so I thought I'd let him go, and I'd go back up, take a breath, and come back down to see if he's still there.
taken him, but he went straight up in that cave. I wasn't prepared for that. Here's what it is, he'll be there still.
I take another drop down onto this little cave, and just as I'd thought, the trout was still sitting up in there, and as I'm fumbling the GoPro, fumbling the spear gun around, somehow I accidentally set the trigger off and I shoot my shaft straight into the rocks. And because I still had a bit of breath, I thought I'd go up and try and get some film of him. As I get closer, I notice he's wedged right up in the rocks, and I thought it would be a great idea to grab the shaft that's sitting wedged in the rocks and see if I can hand spear him. As you can see, it didn't go to plan. It took me straight into the reef, and I cut my hand on the spear.
Fuck me, I almost got him, eh? Oh man. Didn't even budge. Ripped me fucking hand open. Big trout. I got to the bottom and I hit the fucking trigger and I just landed the shaft off into the reef. Idiot, what happened?
The fish seem to have dispersed and disappeared now. The tide is pretty much dead low. So I jump in the cave, check out this nurse shark, or a lemon shark, not exactly too sure. But over on my right, I spot what I thought was a big mangrove jack deep inside this crack. I chase him up and down to get a better look, and it turns out it was just a big dirty mother-in-law. I almost shot myself a big slaty brim.
Majority of those fish have moved on. Almost got that huge trout though, friggin'. Hold on. Accidentally let the gun off into the reef, grabbed the shaft, and Try to poke it, I was kidding myself. But yeah, I hit him. Cut the goddamn hand open in the process. Anyways, I'm gonna go see if I can find some jobbies at one spot. And then I'm going home. See you there. Just bumped into Dion and the crew down a part in Aminka, of all places. 110 k's out. Boys got a couple of jobbies sitting on me jobby mark, little dogs. But I'm gonna start heading in now. It's 1:30. Might stay around the islands for one more night and then go home. Miss the crowd at the ramp. That's the end of that little trip. Kind of cook up a little feed, watch the sunset. Head home. Home's just there. Home's about 20 minutes away. What a day. Unsuccessful on the rod fishing. Usually am. Mad dive though. Mad dive. Anyways, reality living. Catch us. Oh. Ooh. That's it. Sun's going down, having a feed. The ramp's gonna cool down. I've just got word that it is busy. Ramp rage going on, hundreds of boats trying to get in. It's only 20 minute cruise home, so 25 minute maybe. I'll wait till it gets a bit darker. Let all the losers sort their thing. I'm gonna have a feed. Reminisce. Yeah, we out here living. Thanks for watching. Bye. Not bad. Not a bad way to end the weekend. Not a bad way to end the fucking weekend.